everywhere burst few hours ago as protesters take it to another level. Nobody expected that what happened few hours ago can actually happen. Tinubu cried few hours ago amazed the fact that protesters caught his younger brother, and nobody ever knew that Tinubu have such a brother in Nigeria. Nobody knew that Tinubu have a younger brother. All we know is Tinubu immediate family, the wife and the children. Nobody know where Tinubu actually come from. But now the immediate brother of Tinubu, the blood brother, have finally showcased, and they almost set him ablaze few hours ago. They almost did jungle justice for him amidst what he came out to tell protesters. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. I'm not going to waste your data or your time on this very video. Sharp one, we're going to go straight to the video. So if you can share this video, just do it to share to the social media platform. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up. Tinubu begged for his brother a few hours ago because they almost set him ablaze on jungle justice. Just stay connected. I'm coming back with the video.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the registration button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know by notifying you. A lot of things is happening in the political space right now. It's no more the news that Nigerians have been outside. They've been outside protesting for their rights from August 1, and they're going to August 10, and today marks the 9th day of the protest. And as if that is not enough, they said Tinubu have not come out to address them, despite the fact that Tinubu have come out to make 2 different addresses. But Nigerians are not okay with the address because they believe that Tinubu did not attend to their agitations. They listed out their agitations and they listed everything out for Tinubu to attend to, but he never attended to the agitations. He never talked about how he wants to solve the hunger issue that is ravaging the land. He never talked about how he wants to remove them from poverty and all. He never talked about how he wants to reduce the cost of governance. He never talked about how he wants to scrap up a lot of political appointees from his cabinet and all. Tinubu never talk about it. Now, a lot of Nigerians are saying that Tinubu never valued them, he never valued their voice, he's playing on their intelligence and he's trying to insult their intelligence. They say that if Tinubu did not attend to the agitation, even till that August 10, that they will still continue the protest. If Tinubu is thinking that they will stop the protest from August 10, they said it's a big lie, that they're going to increase the morale and they're going to increase their energy on the protest. Now, they said they know that Tinubu may come up with some level of brutality after August 10 because the proposed date for the protest is from August 1 to August 10. They said Tinubu may come up with some brutality after the August 10, but they said if Tinubu should come up with any level of brutality, that they will come out with their own armors too, and they will be weaponized. That is what a lot of Nigerians are saying, that they will face the police face to face. That is what is happening right now, but we never want that thing to happen in our country.
If all these things what they do, after 10 days nothing happen, waiting go come happen.
Wait. Then revolution go day.
You say?
Then revolution go day.
Okay.
Then I don't go beg you. If you like, don't carry gun fight for your rights. Nobody will go fight for you. Nobody will fight for me. Revolution go day. I think police they get gun, but they go shoot for see. Revolution go day. We go stand up. See, if you cook for community, we cook for community, we go chop. But if community cook for you, no fit chop. If community cook for you, no fit chop. No fit. See, how many people they go kill? They fit kill one of us. They fit kill one of us. See, Nigerians can be fool. But when you don't tell them, say them be fool to their face, they can't tell you say they know what they do.
A lot of people have been calling out to Bola Ahmed Tinubu to come out to talk about how he wants to address the hunger issue, how the hunger will live in, how to increase the fuel price to around 180 to 200, how he wants to bring back the subsidy for some time and all. But Tinubu have not come out. So I'm gonna play your video now. They almost set the younger brother of Tinubu ablaze few hours ago. Nobody ever knew that Tinubu have a younger brother in this country. But a lot of Nigerians, whenever they are grieved, whenever Nigerians are in pain, they dig out people, they dig out histories, they dig out the information of people. Now, the Tinubu younger brother was finally caught few hours ago, and as if that is not enough, they caught him, but yet he was still making out in support of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now they wanted to set him ablaze. I'll play the video in this very video. If you can share this video, just do well to share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will recommend it for us. Nigerians have been aggrieved and Nigerians have been going through a lot in the country. Nigerians are one of the people in the world that they can adjust to poverty, they can adjust to hardship, they can adjust. If you keep pushing them as government, they will be adjusting, they will be readjusting themselves until you push them to the top wall. And you know, Nigerians are at the extreme end right now, and they turning back to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They said no, enough is enough. The hunger that is ravaging in that is too much. People cannot afford to eat 2 square meals in their houses again, and people cannot even go to schools again because the cost of schools. Tinubu increased the tuition fee of different institutions, especially the federal institutions and all. You know, a lot of students dropped out in the regime of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and as if that is not enough, people cannot afford to eat 2 square meals in their houses. Even civil servants are wearing rags. They living like slaves in the country because the cost of living of Nigeria is very high now. It's just like the cost of living of UK. But the difference between Nigeria and UK now is if the money is there in UK, you will see work to do and you will see the money to earn. But in Nigeria, there's no work for you and there's no money for you to earn, and the cost of living is still very high. Now, a lot of people are saying that Tinubu must do something regarding what is happening in Nigeria, that they can't continue this way. And they said if Tinubu did not do something about it, that they won't rest until something happens and the cost of living go down. Now I'm going to play you something that is happening in Nigeria right now. What Nigerians are saying that it will happen after the August 10 protest, what they will do again. Nigerians have finally come out to state it, and a lot of people are in total fear and panic right now because they never want what happened in another country to happen in Nigeria. Now I'm going to be playing you their videos now. If you can share the video, just do it to share. If you can't share it, just like it. Then after I come back, I'll play you the way they wanted to set the younger brother of Tinubu ablaze in a jungle justice way, and Tinubu played and begged few hours ago because it's his blood. So just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
My host, it's so unfortunate that those people who call themselves elders are miscreants.
Elders are miscreants.
They are miscreants. They are elderly miscreants. I see they were putting on white robes.
Yes.
No. These guys are cops. They are living dead. They are walking dead. And this is where they wrap a dead body. They wrap a dead body in white. But these guys are walking dead. Of course, because I know the president has brought their conscience. He has brought their senses, and of course, he has brought their soul. These guys, they've dined with the devil, unfortunately, and everyone who takes them serious is just as gullible as the elder miscreants, like I have earlier called them. It's so unfortunate that the gods of the land, as it were, are already asleep. Because the gods of the land would not be manipulated or be used as a tool of deception against the people. But as it were, I think these fathers tell us that there's no God.
There's no God.
It's just illusion. All these things are illusions. Until Nigerians understand that there's no God anywhere, they are just illusion. You have to fight for your rights.
Yeah, I understand.
It is your belief that translates into reality. And the mind is a powerful tool that whatever you believe in and you set your mind on it can become your reality. So this, you see these guys, these white babalawos and Onifa and Onirumole, whatever they are called, yes, they are just playing on our gullible naivety. Like, okay, we are naive, we think. You see, Nigerians, until we wake up, stand up and fight for our rights. Today, the Western world are approving all manners of gay marriages, all manners of atrocities, but that has not made them to fall.
Yes, I understand. Yes.
Nigeria will start another convention next week in the Redeem Camp. The following week, Winners Chapel will start. The upper week, Christ Embassy will start. And so on and so forth. But that has not reduced the level of corruption. In fact, let me tell you, you see that Lagos-Ibadan Express Road, a lot of people will get killed between tomorrow and 3 weeks' time because of the high traffic. And that is not because people cannot pay. It is simply because the government has failed. It's as simple as that. The government was supposed to provide us a pedestrian overhead bridge.
Yes.
The government was supposed to provide good road safety manager.
Yes.
The government was supposed to provide a mobile hospital.
Yes.
But of course, your pastor will tell you go and pray so that you will not get jammed by an hit and run car. So enough of this badadash, this bullshit that these people tell us, including our pastors, including our traditional rulers, who are going out there playing on the fear of the people that if they come out, that Oro or whatever it is called, that will come out. It's all bullshit. Let me tell you, if Nigeria becomes better today, churches and mosques will no longer have clients.
You call them clients?
Yes, because their congregations are clients. Let me tell you, if they are not clients, the churches are supposed to be the one feeding the people. That is what happened in the Bible. The church fed the people, not the other way around. Today, you are the one feeding the church. The supposed savior called Messiah, Jesus Christ, fed people with 2 loaves of bread and whatever, or 5 loaves of bread. He fed over 5,000. What does that mean? The church are supposed to listen. If the church were doing their job, people will not be outside crying for hunger. But instead, you will go and hustle. Maybe you go and drive your keke marua. At the end of the day, your pastor will blackmail you, emotionally blackmail you, that if you don't pay your tithes, your marua might get damaged, something might happen to you, and then they start remitting like 10,000 naira unaccounted for to your pastor. Now, multiply that by the numbers of the congregations. But today is not for the pastors, today is for the traditional rulers who are miscreants, finding themselves as custodians of our religious virtues. It's a lie. These people are corrupt. These people are not to be trusted. And indeed, they are showing their true color. Unfortunately, I am a Yoruba man. But of course, whatever happens to that culture is will rub off on me.
Yes.
But then what do I know? It's so unfortunate that Tinubu has finally brought down the culture. There's so much expected culture, he has brought it down to the mud, all for his own selfish interest. And this is telling that Tinubu is not an Omoluabi.
Thank you for staying connected. You can see what this guy said in this very video. You know, that guy said it all. He said we don't have elders in Nigeria. That is why I will keep saying it. I said I don't respect elders. I will not respect you based on your age or your number of existence, the number of years you've been existing. I will always respect people based on their personality. Even though if you are a child of 5 years old and you are sensible, I will respect you. But Nigerians elder, many of Nigerians elder, if not all, many of them are very useless, and that is what that guy is saying in this very video. The mess we are in Nigeria right now, they put us into it because they dance and follow the politicians, they do everything with the politicians, and yet they pull us in this mess even in this century. Now they're coming out with Oro in the day of the protest, the first day of the protest. Those are elders, and now the same elders, they want to be talking and they want us to be listening to them even in this our generation. Where on earth is this happening? That is why I'll keep telling people, I said even the religious leader, they are one of the causative agents of the problem of Nigeria. For example, you will see Redeem Church now, the protest is ongoing in Nigeria just for us to make things right in the country. Redeem are in their Redeem camp doing prayer walk up and down with Adeboye. Now if the country is good, if the country is working well, if Nigeria democracy is working like that of United States of America, will your prayer point not reduce? Will you not even relieve God? It will relieve God himself. That's what is happening. But these people, instead of them to stand for their right, they busy in church. I'm not saying that you should not go to church to pray and all, but when it is time for you to stand for your country, stand for your country. Even Israel themselves, they stand for their country against Gaza. That's why their country is still the way it is still today. But Nigerians, they think prayer is everything, and that's one of the weapons that they're using against us, even in the political space and all. That's one of the weapons that the Nigerian politicians are using. They will divide Nigerians with tribal sentiment, they will divide Nigerians with religious sentiment and or religious diversity. That's what is happening. This guy have stated it all. Now I want to play you the video of Tinubu younger brother. Now the way they bastardizing today, they almost set him ablaze. Nobody care about where he come from or who his family is and all. They did all manner of things to him today, and yet it was still making him as if Tinubu actually gave him something to eat that is making him to be talking in that way. If you see the manner to which this guy insulted Nigerians in the name of Tinubu, you will shed tears for Nigeria. Just stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, share it. So I'm going to be playing the video of a pastor, a number one pastor that come out in Nigeria to protest against Bola Ahmed Tinubu government and all, to stand for his country. Then as you're watching the video, you will see the video of Tinubu brother, how they disgraced him today with tears and slaps. You will see everything. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
I would have sat down in my house and allowed you to be on the street. But I went ahead of all of you to mobilize the nation to bring an end to bad governance. till this morning, 4 a.m., there have been contentious demand for me to make a statement to the nation to withdraw from this protest, but I rejected it.
And the General Overseer of BUBA Outreach Ministries International. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the morning show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure joining you this morning. And glad to see Dr. Rufai and yourself. I've met your husband in Kenya.
Oh, great.
Right. And Dr. Ruben, doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Well, Prophet, you led the protest, it was reported, in Jos.
And also on how we are going to keep the fire burning until we get things right. And so I'm here specifically to be able to strengthen the hands of men and women that are also willing to fight and to sustain the fight until we recover.
Brought the Plateau spirit to Lagos.
Yes, because Plateau stood out. By the grace of God, we were able to lead the protest without one soul, without losing one soul, without a breakdown of law and order. And so it stood out in all the protests in the country. And everybody was calling on the Plateau model and template on how they need to follow what we did on the Plateau. So let me come back to the first one. The first one, I'm a prophet by calling. And if you look at the calling of true prophets are restorers of values. True prophets are people that raise the standard of what a society needs to look like. True prophets are men and women that restore certain truths to the society and to its leaders. True prophets are men and women that can look up to the eyes of anybody who is doing what is wrong and confront the person without bending down their eyes. True prophets are not materialistic, and they are not people you can buy their conscience. They are emotionally detached or separated from people that will manipulate them for anything. They actually stand for the purpose of God on earth, and they also present the needs of humanity to God. So they stand in between, and that means that they are there for the defense. For instance, the Bible says that Jesus Christ came into this world in order to redeem humanity from captivity. And if that is what Christ came for, to redeem us from captivity, for this purpose, the Son of God was made manifest.
Prophet, sorry to interrupt.
Yes, sir.
It's the same Bible.
Yes,
It's the main textbook.
Yes, sir.
Romans 13 verses 1 to 3 says that the people should submit to the governing authorities.
Yes.
Do you object to that section of the
you have
Bible?
to understand the context of that scriptures. What is the meaning? Why did that scripture? The scriptures there did not say we should cover the iniquity of leaders. But the scriptures there is saying, look here, you sustain institution by invoking the power of God. Now, anything that contravenes the constitution or the institution of God's word, you are meant to go against it. That's why Paul, the same Paul who gave that admonition, said in the book of Timothy, what did he say? He said, all scriptures is given for instruction, for admonition, for correction, for rebuke, and for righteousness. Okay, so what we are called for is to correct, is to exhort, is to lift up the standard of system and society for the benefit of the people. That's why you're a shepherd. You're a shepherd not to see the people go the wrong way. You're a shepherd in order to guide the people on the right path.
All right. Okay, great. And thank you so much, sir, for Dr. Bhakti is a Bible college scholar as well, even though he did not graduate.
2027, we are ready to vote for him again. Don't worry yourself. You want to ask me a question?
I'm not asking a question. I want to counter what he said.
Okay, say what you have counter.
So, Baba, what I want to say is that in the 24th century,
24th century.
Yes.
I never born by then.
No, why would a government who has promised to alleviate poverty, to fix our refinery? Now, we need to say Nigeria are the reason why the refinery is not working. to date?
Truly, Tinubu promised to do the nation well. Is he promised to carry cutlass because of you people?
Why has our refinery not started working to date?
Look at Dangote refinery about 4 days ago. They say it catch fire. You see Tinubu that go there to catch fire. I say you are wicked and you are lazy.
Nobody is being lazy.
Some people will go to Nigeria refinery, they will go and remove something.
Tinubu promised, he said, by December last year, Nigeria refinery will kickstart. It will be functional. And then we are in July. No sign of the refinery working.
It's only God.
Now, are you saying we should blame? Are you saying that every Nigerians should be blamed for Bola Ahmed Tinubu incompetency?
Wait. In Nigeria now, it's only God that can say, I will rain a rain. Rain will fall. When God say rain will fall, rain will fall. Tinubu is a human being like you. He's not a magician. You wait, you calm down. Tinubu, whatever I promise, he will do it. He will do it.
Sir, Badisa, my submission is, I'm not surprised. Everyone has diverse views.
Yes.
But you coming to say that Nigeria should calm down, that is the height of it. It means that Tinubu himself is incompetent, because Tinubu knows the problem before he campaigned to become the president of this country. So telling Nigerians to have patience, it shows that Prophet Elba is not being sincere with us.
My brother, may God bless you. The video is part of Nigeria. Did you see his wedding? The video, wait, calm down. The video is in Nigeria.
The video is.
Did you see his wedding? He didn't have to wait.
The video is a family citizen.
Nigeria is not good with the video.
The video is not working. It's not a public office order. Don't drag in the video into Nigeria economic mess.
When you say Nigeria is not good, you are deceiving yourself.
Is Nigeria good?
You will see your mate that
Is Nigeria good?
They will be going.
Sir, is Nigeria good?
Nigeria is a very good country. And if you know Nigeria is not good, go to Ghana.
I am.
Go to Ghana. If Nigeria is not good, go to Ghana.
Sir, I am so surprised. I am so surprised. You are saying maybe you are not paying school fees. Yes, and then you are not paying house rent.
My children have a 2 graduate.
If you have to, no. Sir, let us see facts. Probably because government is giving you rice.
Yes.
And then you're not buying food stuff in the market.
Why I say you are lazy, this is part of it. If you are expecting president to go to farm for him to go and plant rice for you, you are a lazy man. You are begging government to open border. Who is in the border that will work for you?
Sir,
king. Are you a king?
Those who are going to farm, are they secure in the farm?
They are secure. Are they cut your hand in the farm?
Yes, I am surprised.
Let them cut your hand before you can go.
Nigeria will never be good.
You are cutting the nation.
Yes, it is true. Because if
you say Nigeria will never be good.
Because
go meet Sheyi Tinubu.
If you are supporting your oppressors, it shows that Nigeria is on the road.
When he went to Bible college. But I wanted to ask you something yesterday, and I'm glad that one of the leaders of the protest is with us in the studio. Senator Adams Oshiomhole was with us yesterday, and he said that the protests had no leaders, had no people, no faces, and so it's good to see your face. But he also mentioned that it was about ending this government, not about poverty, and I want you to speak to that. Was that what you were agitating for in Jos? Were you trying to take out the president from office in terms of ending bad governance? And then if that's not the case, I'd like you to also speak to your statement where you said that the president and the National Assembly should stop living lavishly and be sensitive to the people. What would that look like? Was it reflected in the president's speech?
Let me bring you to this. I think this is one of the things that is really getting me hard and hot within me. I've observed in this country that we love to sit on the chair of deception and lies. And I'm being very frank with you. Most of the political class, I say most, and that means 90%, come to a stage where they feel they can lie on the people and deceive the people or manipulate the people. Now, let me give you this about this protest. I never knew there was even any plan by anybody. I was in Warri having my conference. I was on a national tour. And I was going from state to state by road. I want to see the state of the nation so that when we are praying, we know that we are praying specific issues. And I tell you the truth. I've never seen Nigerians in pain like the way I've seen them this time. I've never. When I confronted the former president, I confronted him because I toured the nation. This time around, I went on a tour road and I saw the state of the nation. I was in Warri, and God spoke to me to confront the government, to do things quickly and put things right. People are suffering, and there are things that just ordinary, let me use the word, ordinary mind should be able to tell you. I'm not well educated, but at least there are simple things that an ordinary person should know. Short-term, mid-term, and long-term goal. What do we do with the pain that we've thrown the people into? This president threw Nigerians into uncommon pain. People are eating grass. People are eating leaves.
So would you say that it was not about ending the government, but writing?
It will amaze you. It will amaze you to know this, that not one person has given one penny. Not one person has spoken to me. All my chapters across the country, when I called for the protest, I said, if the president do not act on alleviating the pain of Nigerians, we will get on the street. That was when, after that broadcast, a group of young people from Kano, Sokoto, Kaduna, Borno, and all of that, on the Twitter space, over 110,000. I got in there and I heard what the young men were discussing. And that was when I knew that, yes, the North is ready to bring about a change that has never been.
Over hunger
and the level of poverty and suffering in the land and insecurity.
Okay. All right. So you've said all of this, but let me put forward some positions, and I'm sure you can react to it like the government will have put forward. The government is now talking about the fact that foreign forces are trying to take over the nation, which is the Russian flags being peddled around. They are also talking about the fact that they have done a lot, like President Tinubu said. He has given this, he has given that, he has given 570 billion to the states and all of that. I'm sure if a government spokesperson, when you said people were eating grass, if you're a government spokesperson over here, it will be like, oh, vegetables is a form of grass. Probably that'll be their reaction. I'm just hazarding a guess. The government is now saying, where is my iniquity? And that's the last question I was asked. So where is the iniquity of President Tinubu? Can you show it to us?
Number one, I want to say that there's no any international. From what all I know, there's no.
But they've arrested some Polish people. Look at the Russian flags. Look at the Russian.
I'm going to come on the Russian.
They've arrested the tailor and all of that, and they're saying people are trying to take over the country.
No, there is no. I just gave you the background of mobilizing the nation
for this. That you know of.
There is none. There is none that I know of. That's number one. Number two, let me tell you, one of the days on TikTok, they were having a meeting. There were over 1 million people in that space discussing the state of the nation, and they were all young people, no foreign. I tell you this, the entire protest you see, nobody has given a dime. In one of the days, I was just leading the protest.
There is a freeze account of some people. They said foreign money.
We don't know about that. It's so surprising to me to hear that people were donating with money and sending from abroad and all of that into Nigeria. In one of the protests, a young man came up the stage and took 5,000 and said he's donating to buy water. Another lady went and brought some bags of water. People were just bringing things. Another person, 1,000. I and my family, we were buying the drinks and the water. People were standing from 7 a.m. until 2 when I would dismiss them to go back home. I mean, nobody was crying of getting food because they said they are already...
How many people did you mobilize in Jos?
Oh, they were in there, tens of thousands.
Did you guys count them? Do you have a register of the people that came out?
We didn't have the list, but if you take something that spanned almost half a kilometer, that tells you the crowd.
You mobilized all of them?
Yes, we mobilize all of them.
The church mobilize all of them.
The church and the people. I mean, it's both Muslims and Christians. It will amaze you. The number of the Muslims, the wall of religious divide that politicians have been using all these years has collapsed in northern Nigeria. The plateau, you see, while the Muslims were having prayers, I would ask the Muslim brothers, okay, it's time for your prayer. And then the Christians will surround them, and the Muslims will offer their prayer.
So who are these people carrying these flags? If you say they are not your
These people you see carrying these flags, let me tell you about the North. That's my place.
Okay.
One thing about the Northerners is that the Northerners, let me use the word, they are driven by an ideology. When something comes into them and they see it's working, they will tend to pick it up and run with it. Most of these things came from this recent Niger. They are seeing Niger as working because Nigerians are now going into Niger to seek for refuge. So they are seeing Niger, they are seeing Burkina Faso working. So they are now demanding, I'll tell you the truth, they are now demanding that if the military rule can provide Niger
with a fence according to the constitution, the military, we can't afford to have anarchy.
Yeah, but that is the level of the understanding of the people.
Two questions. The first is, tell us about the role of Solomon Dalong, because we were told that he was your partner in leading the protests in Plateau State. And then, secondly, the other question I wanted to ask you, respond specifically to President Tinubu's address. Are you satisfied with the address, or do you believe, like some other people who were involved, civil society groups who were involved, that the president was delivering beautiful nonsense, to quote Omoyele Sowore?
Let me come to the presidential address. I mean, that was, to me, that was out of point. I was expecting, Mr. President, there is no protest that has given such a long notice like this protest. And I was expecting the president to come out, let me give you this, on 4 things, quickly. Number 1, my government, I have heard your cry, my government immediately will work on the subsidy, the reinstatement of the subsidy for the next 6 months. While we fix the CNG kits and what have you, the convertible centers across the nation. That's number 1 point. I'm giving directives that in the next 7 days, you can take me on ABC, all right? On agriculture, I am instructing the Minister of Agriculture immediately to deploy all the instruments that are required. Number 1, there are crops that you can grow them in 1 month. There are crops you can grow them in 60 days. There are crops you can grow them in 90 days. Cassava of 90 days, rice of 90 days, corn of 90 days, apart from the vegetables. Apart from the land where we are having issues with security, there are still land where people can cultivate not GMO product, but our real agricultural plants or products. And so in the next 3 months, Nigerians, you can take me up, we're going to have this number of food supply. I am instructing the military and the armed forces to give a cover to farmers, to protect them in the farms. That is what we were expecting. I heard that fertilizers were released. Sir, I bought 450 plots of land in the city of Jos in order to distribute to families to farm this year. I bought a bag of fertilizer for 40,000. I never saw one fertilizer from the federal government. And they said 200 trucks.
Did you see rice?
I never saw anything.
Rice.
I know nothing was there.
All right. Okay. So let me come in, and this is really important.
So let me.
So the last 2.
Yeah. Let me take you on the third one. The third one on the electricity tariff. This thing is biting hard on manufacturers and producers. And so what he needed to do is, okay, on the electricity tariff, we're withdrawing this tariff for this period of time. Until we get our acts together, then we're going to implement the electricity tariff. Number 4, what the president needed to do was quickly to instruct the armed forces to act on the state of security and then say, okay, we want 100 youths in every village, especially in the areas where we're having this insecurity issue. Because I want you to liaise with the 100 youths to secure this territory. That's all the president needed to do. Then number 5 on my cabinet, I am going to reject this cabinet. 85% of the members of the cabinet are non-functional. They are just wasting the resources. And the president needed to cut down on the cost of governance. For me, as the president of Nigeria, I'm cutting down on the total allowance. 50% of my allowance. It's not a poor man.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I mean, thank you for outlining your demands and stating clearly some of the quick wins that the protest is hoping that the president would respond to. But I have 2 questions for you. The first one is that you say that this president has plunged us into poverty, but they would argue that it didn't start from now, that they inherited a bad government, and that right from the time of President Muhammadu Buhari, the economy was plunged into where we are today, and so they are just trying to mop up what they inherited. What would you say to this, especially this administration saying that they inherited
Let me
bad
say this
economy?
to you. It's not Buhari's administration. The administration of Buhari is Buhari and Tinubu's administration. I can tell you that.
What, in the last 8 years?
Yes, because some of the ministers you see in there were given by Tinubu. Some of the parastatals were run by Tinubu. And remember, Tinubu was the leader of the party. That's why even in the second term, he came and said, this is the man. He went all out. This is the man that will fix the nation.
So he's responsible for how?
He's responsible. And let me take you this. If you're a leader and you're eyeing a particular position and you want to take, even when you don't have it, you do your homework. I mean, it's open there for him to be able to know what's the state of the economy, for him to know the state of roads, for him to know the state of electricity, for him to know the state of security. And you plan, you sit down with think tank, men that will think through and bring out solution in number of days.
Okay.
I am a Nigerian that want to see a Nigeria work. I believe in the new Nigeria. I believe that people need not to go through what they're going through right now. This country is extremely blessed. But I tell you the truth. There are a class of elites that have bonded a covenant that they will not let this country rise. And I have a mandate. I have a mandate to make sure that this country rises. For the past 4 years, I've not traveled to the United States. I've shut down my trips. I've shut down my trips to Europe because I can't be preaching to people in a foreign land about the greatness of the grace of God, and right in my country, things have been messed up.
All right. Well, thank you so very much, Prophet Elba. You brought the fire. Holy Ghost fire.
You want to say what a prayer for Nigeria?
Yes, I will want to. I want every Nigerian to know that we have a hope. And all Nigerians, you know that nobody can heal a nation except you. Stand up and defend your right to know that this country belongs to you. Don't be intimidated by anybody. The time of change has come, and we must all rise to protect our government and protect our institution.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see the way this pastor actually spoke about the government of Tinubu. You know, this pastor is very obvious that he did not have any skeleton in his wardrobe. You know, a lot of Nigerian pastors, maybe many of them are looking for political appointments. They will never come out to call a spade a spade. They will never come out to talk to the face of these politicians. You can see that protests came out. The people came out to stand for their country. They said enough is enough. Their country must work well. But Nigerian pastors, you will never see them outside. They will never come out to talk about how their country will be okay. All they will be telling you is pray for Nigeria, pray for Nigeria, prayer that our generations have been praying for Nigeria, prayer that our older generations have been praying for Nigeria, the prayer that we met our father before they gave birth to us. Our fathers have been praying for Nigeria, but the same Nigeria is not working well. The country is not ready to work because some people are there and we are seeing them physically mafiaing the public fund, doing all sorts of things with the public fund. You know, they mafia the money to our faces. They steal the public fund, and some people are coming out in the name of religious leader telling us to be praying. You will see Adeboye, let me mention their name. You will see Adeboye entering the Aso Rock, and when he's coming out, he will tell you that there's a demon working on Nigeria, that we need to pray against the demon and bind the demon, that it is demon that is against Nigeria. That is why Nigeria is not working. Is it demon that is stealing money in the Aso Rock? Is it demon that is Yabilu that stole a lot of money from Kogi State? Is it demon that stole a lot of money through Betaidu? Is it demon that is sharing money in House of Assembly in the name of prayer? That is where you will see someone like Kumuyi, the pastor of Deeper Life, the General Avasia. Sorry if I should mention your church pastor, General Avasia, or I need to come out to call a spade a spade. Forgive me for doing this. Let us say the truth and let the truth set us free in Nigeria. That's even what the Bible says. Kumuyi came out when Tinubu find his way into the presidency, amidst the fact that they go through the tribunal and the tribunal do their manipulations and all, even the Supreme Court made their manipulations and everything. Kumuyi came out and said it is God that put Tinubu there. If not that it is God that put him there, he wouldn't have been able to get there. That since God that put him there, he will do well to Nigeria. He will do well to the country. He said Nigerians to put their support for him. Put your support for Tinubu. That was what Kumuyi said. Now, the same Kumuyi have run out of Nigeria. He's now staying in UK. He have relocated to UK permanently and leave his church member that he deceived. He left them in Nigeria here, suffering, and they can't afford to eat 1 square meal in their house. Now he's enjoying the UK. Will Nigeria be okay and he will leave to UK? Will Nigeria be like US or Canada and he will run to UK? That's the question we're asking. Which demon is terrorizing us in Nigeria? Nigerian politicians are the demon terrorizing us in the country. Which demon is working against Nigeria? Whether we like it or not, it is until we come out to call a spade a spade. The way Nigerians are doing now, I'm talking about the peaceful protesters. I don't want to have anything to do with the riotic protest that is ongoing in the northern part of Nigeria, but the peaceful protesters in the southern part of Nigeria, whether we like it or not, that's the right thing to do. They stand for their country and they say that no, the government must work well. They are not saying that the government must go. They are not saying that they want to change the government by force. No, they saying that the government must do something because they love their country government. The government must change so that we can clap for them. That is why the people are out there protesting peaceably, even when police brutality is ongoing, when the police are dashing them tear gas as if tear gas has turned to their food. When the people are asking for food, they give them bullets. That's what is happening in Nigeria now. That pastor came out, he stand for his country. He have been protesting right from day one. He mobilized his church members. He even makes Sunday service in that same place, in that same protest ground. He did not do service in his church. He did service in the protest ground, and a lot of people worship God on that protest ground. But you will see Redeemed Church today, they will be in their camp doing prayer work and all. And the prayer work we're doing, I'm not saying that God is not answering our prayer. I'm not saying that prayer is not good. But even the Bible says that for the body without a spirit is dead. Faith without work is dead also. Prayer will not work without action. Now, it is time for us to stand for our country. Redeem are separating their people. I haven't heard the news allegedly that if you should come out to protest as a Redeem worker, they will suspend you because they never want their workers to protest. Now, tell me, where is it in the scripture that protest is a sin? I mean peaceful protest in courts. Peaceful protest precisely. Where is it in the Bible that it is sin? Nigerian politicians have weaponized religion. Religion that we're practicing in Nigeria is different from where they carry it from. They have weaponized the religion and they're using it as a weapon against us. Whether we like it or not, they are using our pastors against us. The pastor will come out when you're supposed to stand for your country. They will come out and they will come and colonize your mind. That no, it is a demon that is beside it. That is why you have not seen work for the past 2 years after you graduated from school. They will tell you that it is a demon that is behind your growth, that it's a demon that is tying you down. But the moment you move out of Nigeria to a country like Canada, like US, like UK, like all those European countries, the demon that is tying you for not seeing work will not be able to follow you there. You will see work immediately and you'll be living fine. Is that not brainwashing the highest order? I'm not saying that prayer is not good. Prayer is good. Prayer is the key. But prayer needs action to work. Nigeria need action, not the prayer work that they're doing in Redeem camp. Nigeria need action for this country to be okay. Now, you can see the ancestor that came out, that Tinubu brother, a lot of people, they wanted to set the man ablaze few hours ago. That's what is happening. For him to come out and made it not to the general public that Nigerians are lazy. That is it Tinubu that wants to be planting for us. That is it Tinubu that wants to be doing this. And he was still saying that even in 2027, he will vote for Tinubu. Yes, he have the right to his opinion, but it's not for him to come out to insult the intelligence of Nigerians. He said Nigerians are wicked, and he said all sorts of things. That was why they wanted to set him ablaze. I would have shown you the video, but the video is not eyes friendly, and you know YouTube will not take all those kind of videos, and even Facebook did not take all those kind of video. That's what is happening. I would have shown you the full video in that very place. They beat him, they did all sorts of things to him. They wanted to put jungle justice because they believe that this one is not a true Nigerian. For him to come out and be saying that Tinubu is doing well is a big blow to Nigeria. And I say Nigerians are out of their senses for saying that Tinubu is not doing things well. They kidnapping people in different places in the country. They kidnapping people in different regions. The kidnappers are kidnapping plumber. They kidnapping people that cannot see 2 square meals to eat. And yet someone is saying that is it Tinubu that want to plant for us? They're doing all sorts of things to us in this country. Insecurity is the game of the day. You can't walk freely in the street of Nigeria again. Bandits here and there, and the cost of living in Nigeria is very high. People that earned 60,000 naira 10 years ago, and they still earning the same 60,000 naira now, it can't sustain them again. They can't use it to feed for 2 days or 3 days if they are having a family of 4 or 5. And someone is coming out and be saying that is it Tinubu that want to plant for us? That Nigerians are lazy. What kind of human being is this? To me, I'm actually against violence, but I actually think this guy deserved the beating that he was given few hours ago. I miss what he said to Nigerians. I miss the way he insulted protesters and all, and I miss the way he talked to all Nigerians collectively. I think he really deserved a beating, and although I'm against violence and I'm a preacher of say no to violence, that is what I'm always preaching here. You see, I can tell you vividly and I can tell you bold and clear that I'm not a respecter of elder. This guy that's just finished speaking that is it Tinubu that want to plant for us in Nigeria, that we are lazy in Nigeria and all. This same guy is an elderly person, and you know a lot of people are saying he's an AGBADO. They said the blood of Tinubu is running through his vein. That's why they call him a proposed Tinubu brother. He's one of the brothers of Tinubu. That's why they call him that now. This same guy is an elderly person. Now will you tell me that this is truly an elder? This guy is a useless elder, whether we like it or not. We have elders and we don't have elders. You know, a lot of people are old in age, but they are not really elders. A lot of people will think that maturity is a thing of the age. I tell you, I said I will never respect elders as far as Nigeria is concerned, because Yoruba used to make an adage. They said Agba kenwa loja kore omo titun wo, but Agba is in Nigeria and ore omo titun is war. That's what is happening in Nigeria. Things are not working in the country, and we claim that we have elders. What kind of useless elder do we have in the country that cannot even stand for their country? What kind of useless elder do we have that is even standing beside the corruption of Nigeria, the way the Nigerian politicians are treating us, mafiaing us and maltreating us in our own country? And some people that call themselves elder are still in support of all those wickedness. What kind of elders do we have? I will only respect people with good personality. When I say that you have sense, I will give you your topmost respect. Even though if you're a child of 5 years old, I will respect you to the fullest. But even though if you like be Methuselah elder brother, if you do not have common sense, you won't have a single respect from me. And that is why I will keep saying it. I will never respect elders as far as Nigeria is concerned. Drop your opinion in the comment section on this video, as I'm gonna there to get another tutorial for you. And sure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, he pastor for LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.